Hello, hello. Give me just a second. I need to share out. This takes a second, so. Group. Hey, Wendy. Marie, how are you? Hold on. This takes forever. Sorry. I'm just sharing out. Karen's going to be on shortly. And meanwhile, I'm getting all this stuff going. She boot me. And there's Miss Karen.
Hello, 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 everyone. Got 6 peeps hanging out, huh? Hey, Dizzy Wezzy. Okay. Turn this light off. Back.
Okay, just about done sharing, guys. Give me a second. Let's go through this.
My weeping willow is just one big light. Look at. Thank you, Wendy. One big light. Hi, Amy.
Okay. All right, I think I got a red shirt out. There we go. All right.
I'm feeling it lightening up a little bit.
March. Like around April-ish. That's when it starts doing its thing about April. The very, very, very last part of March. Hello, Linda.
Hello, Amy. Hello, Linda. Oh, thank you, Amy. What kind of reading did you want?
Here's Amy. Did you try doing that writing stuff, Amy? Not next 3 months.
Hi, Deborah.
Miss Romero.
So do we know what kind of reading we're doing for Amy?
Next 3 months. Okay, I'm going to do this a little different for you, Amy. Let's see. All right, Miss Amy, you're having problems trusting yourself. It feels like you're just having a lot of trouble with that. You gotta quit being so hard on yourself. This creates a lot of anxiety that you don't need. Once you're better to yourself and not being so hard on yourself, that's when the Emperor comes in. Okay, turns chaos back into order. This is for this month, and then I pulled the rest for the next 2 months after. But this whole month right now, this is the only kind of thing you've got to do right now. Hold on, I'm going to double check this. So this, yeah, okay, definitely. Okay, so this month is going to be pretty much about you being better to yourself, okay? This is going to be the precursor for a new beginning for you. And you do get the Empress in with it, so you get the Empress and the Fool both going out of this month. So this is going to be a new beginning, okay? That's the whole thing. You're getting shifted into a new energy and everything for this month. Remember to look at where you're going, your own path and stuff. You got to let go of ego. And you've got to let go of ego and let this whole spiritual side of you really start to come out, because there's clashing. It feels like there's a ton of clashing there, because your ego and your spiritual side are at odds with each other, because you got the 5 swords. If you can do that this month, then the next 2 months are going to be a lot better. I'm not saying this month is going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be bad. I think it's just you have to shift out of the ego thing, especially where you're heading, because the last part you have the World card coming in. So like this new spiritual path. Let me look at some stuff for you, Amy, because I got this really cool thing on ego. I'll send you the link for it over, because I think that'll really help you. But the next 2 months, so April and May are going to be about you. You're going to be on this new, it really feels like you can do this. From how the cards are setting, you're going to be able to release ego. Okay. Once you release ego more so, then all you need to do is start changing perceptions a little bit. And that will help shift you into this new, like going towards your new spiritual path or spiritual reawakening. Don't make decisions off of assumptions. Make sure you know the whole facts before you start making any kind of decisions, any kind of choices on your life path. Don't assume, okay? Absolutely no before you make, especially when it comes to your life path, okay? Don't assume anything. You do get the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Swords coming in. So the Ace of Swords is going to be all about new creativity, new ideas. Going to help shift you out of the black and white thinking mode, because it feels like you kind of are right now, because you're either all success or all failure. And that's part of you being kinder to yourself. Okay? This is going to be a different shift for you. But it's the ego thing has to go, hon. For you to move forward the way that you want to, the ego has got to be tamed or just minimized as much as you can. Okay, hon? Hope that helps. I'll send you that link over.
Amy, my love. You know, I don't know why, but it's like I'm feeling like you are just like you're just like sort of tripping over mistakes of the past, and it's just eating away at you. And it's not necessary, because mistakes of the past are mistakes. You can't change it. You can't live in it. You can't do anything but learn from it, honey. I feel in this new cycle you're coming into, though, you're gonna find the direction that you want to go in, because you have all the intentions to do what you feel you need to do in your heart. This is also going to bring you self-sufficiency when it comes to what's going on inside of you. You're going to have an abundance of calmness coming your way. You're just going to be like really calm. You're going to have the independence of all that garbage that's bogging you down. It's just going to go. Oh, honey, you got to stop being so damn impatient, because we all want things like that, and it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way. You may have to have a little bit of solitude and do some meditating to help calm yourself. But this is all going to be positive for you, Amy. Right now, it might be frustrating and everything, but it's going to be very, very positive. I'm betting in the next 3 months, you're going to be shining like a diamond, girl, and feeling really good. But you do have to let go of that ego and just allow things to flow with you, girl. Just allow it. You have all the tools. You have all the support. You're going to make this. And you're going to be like, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Change that hope so to I know so, honey. Because you're doing all the steps that you need to do, and you have your spiritual community, and you know what you want and how you want to go about it. So just breathe and let things flow. And you got this. Right, Cam?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Amy, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I found out what we were talking about the other day about the reincarnation thing. So apparently, this is all new to me. So I'm just, and these come from good sources. So apparently, if somebody dies suddenly, like in a car accident or whatever, and it's their time to go to their soul contract or whatever, they've already agreed to leave. Somebody can reincarnate inside of them. Okay, that's weird, I know, but apparently it can be done because I was really confused with the whole two souls in one body thing. That apparently that isn't how it is. If somebody soul contracts is that they were supposed to pass, then technically they're called walk-ins.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they've got to get permission to do so from the big guy. But they can actually reincarnate, and so it looks like they never died. Well, they kind of did, but they didn't. But they did. Yeah, it's a big old mind cluster. So, as we were talking, it may be. Hold on, I'm gonna get rid of this scammer. It very well could be, because my understanding of it was from birth, but apparently it's not mainstream. I can tell you that it's not mainstream for reincarnations to not come in a birth. But it is, as what happened to you, he may have got taken out too early, and that's why he's coming back. I've got somebody looking into that part too. I don't think he's reincarnated yet, so I don't think it's even happened yet, because I did try to do cards on it earlier when I was talking to my friends. I don't think he has tried to come back yet, but he may. This is new territory for me, so I'm just telling you what I found out. So, but the thing with that too, Wendy, is you've got to allow it to happen in the way it was supposed to happen in the first place. You can't try to rush it and try to put your life on hold waiting for it. If this truly was how the contract was supposed to go, it's going to happen no matter what you do. So you have to keep that kind of mentality going and still continue to do what it is you're doing to better yourself, because if it was already contracted to happen that way, it will happen regardless of what you do. Okay? So I thought I'd tell you before I forgot, because that was a lot of weird information.
That is a lot to digest.
So I think how you're going to be able to know is if this person that supposedly, if he's come back, if they've had like a near-death experience. Technically it wasn't near-death, it was death, but you know. All right. Hello, Miss Dina.
Hey, Dina. The eyes are the window to the soul, Amy. So, Kim, where did you get that necklace? It is so cool.
Off Amazon, I think. I think that's where I got it. It had something else on it and it broke off.
And what?
It had something else. It had a crystal or something on it. I can't remember. I gotta get another one.
Katie, thank you.
Katie.
What kind of reading did you want, sweetheart?
Okay. Our month, Jordan, do you see Jordan coming back? Okay. I'm going to kind of do this in two parts. Give me just a second. Okay, let me ask you something real quick. Did he have a little bit of like a control issue, but not like abusive, but like, I don't know how to put this. Just like
boss.
Kind of, it's not quite that dramatic, but it feels like with him, he's not able to control what's on the inside. So he tries to control on what's on the outside. He likes to be in control. Okay. So I'm getting dual messages from this person. I get that he's walked away, but I also get that he still cares. So that's the first part, and then I'm going to do one with both you guys together. He's very logical. It feels like he's at war with his own heart. Hey, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
Let me look. It feels like he's at war with his own heart. He doesn't want to admit that he's failed or made a mistake, per se. And I'm just seeing if he's too much of a... Hold on. I'm doing one on both you guys now. Yeah, he's having war with himself. It really feels like that because his heart is trying to override his head, and his head won't let it happen. So it's like perpetually back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with him. Now, the way the cards are setting, unless he gets a hold of that, and unless he lets his heart or starts dealing with his emotions, he's not going to be back until he allows his heart to have some control. Because right now he doesn't. His heart has no control. It's all about logic with him. And that is his... That's what's keeping him bound. It almost seems like an addiction with him, like this whole control addiction. It's not so much like abusive, but with control within himself. He has to be in total control of everything all the time. And if it's not, then he goes nuts. You're the one that kind of kept you guys together in the first place. I mean, all I can really tell you is unless he changes that, which it looks like it would take a while for that to be able to change, I don't see it happening. If he does finally let his heart and emotions come through and dealing with them and stuff like that, then you've got a fighting chance. Okay? But the thing is, you've got to let him do it. You can't. you can't make him love you. You can't make him deal with his emotions. He's got to want to do it, and he's got to do it. If he doesn't choose to deal with his emotions and keeps on this path, he's not going to come back, because his heart and his head will always win unless he lets his emotions come out. And his head says to go. His heart says to stay, but his head says to go. So all I can tell you is to save space for him, and have a little bit of patience if you want to do that. But understand that this is going to take some time, and you are going to have to be extremely patient with it, because if it's not going to turn into the kind of relationship that you're wanting. Okay? So I would move forward, but keep space for him. Don't expect it to happen, but don't expect it not to happen. And just keep moving forward. Okay? I hope that made sense.
Were you done?
Yep.
Katie, my dear, I've come up with, you have the rose-colored glasses on where you guys are going to be real happy, have some kids, and live this productive life together. And unfortunately, it's not happening that way. So you're kind of down and out, and just praying and thinking and hoping, and it's not materializing because things are the way they are. And you're also blocking this man from coming into your life. He's upside down because you're so hung up on Jordan. I think once that you come to terms with this relationship ending, you got the wish card. So this other man and the wish card will be coming into your life, and you can have a better life with him. It's just, you're just so stuck on Jordan, and you're not opening up to other possibilities. And so you're subconsciously blocking everything. And I think if you really start evaluating and everything, maybe do a pros and cons list. Because I'm feeling like you're not the type of girl that likes the control issues, and there was more negative than there were positive. It's just, you're just kind of hung up on him because things didn't work out and you just felt they should. But I would just, honey, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that.
That's not a good plan to go into a relationship, trying to make him feel like the ex.
Right.
Ever, ever, ever make the person in front of you pay for the sins of the people behind you.
Thank you. Because
it will go down. I'm not even kidding.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Well, honey, you just have to come to terms. If you guys aren't even talking or anything, you need to come to terms with that. And just open yourself up to something new. But when this something new comes in, let it develop naturally. Don't push it. Because of your feelings for Jordan. Don't push it. Because you don't want to have just a rebound relationship. Just let it unfold naturally. So I hope that helped you, sweetheart.
All right, to you. Deborah. All right, I got your question, sweetie. So she wants to communicate with her sister. Has your sister passed, Deborah?
You're welcome, Katie.
Because I can find out if things are going to get better, but okay, your sister's passed. Okay. So she wants to communicate with her sister, and then will things get better? So I'll get that.
Marianne? You want to do the reading while I focus?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, Deborah. So things, it feels like they will, because when you get the full card coming in right off the bat, okay? So the full card is new beginnings. You also get the High Priestess coming in reverse. The universe is nudging you in the direction you need to go, and it still is nudging you. Things are going to start to get better when you... It almost feels like you're standing in your own way of things getting better. Because you continuously wonder what you could have done differently, or the what if scenarios, the what if coulda shouldas. Hold on, I can pull some other cards here for you. Things are going to start getting better for you. That's the whole thing. And you got to quit listening to everybody else. All this other people around you. You should be this way. You should feel this way. You should think this way. You need to be who Deborah is. Because there's a lot of smoke and mirrors, and there's a lot of illusion. Stuff that you've believed about yourself and about things you've done that aren't technically true. Yeah, you're having tons of arguments in your own mind. The thing is, you're going to be able to get what you want, but you got to get out of your own way of doing it. You get your Nine of Cups. It's your wish card. You get things the way that you want to get them, but you keep tripping yourself and then wondering why you tripped. And you've got to quit doing that. It's almost like you put the obstacles in your own path. One of the things is you believe things that you inherently deep down inside know aren't true, that you believe them about yourself. It just really feels that way to me. These are things you need to start letting go of, because it feels like you go to move forward, you get yanked back. You go to move forward, get yanked back. These are cords to all this past stuff, hon. So stay focused on you. Okay, don't let it's a weird new mindset for you. I get that. But until you do, you're going to still feel trapped. Okay, and no more woulda, coulda, shoulda thinking. Okay, because that just puts you in perpetual tailspin when you do that.
Deborah, my love, Marianne loves you. Loves you so much. She is so sorry that she left you so soon. She wants you to remember the good times you two had, and the laughing and the joking around and just the good times. And she's with you all the time. Yeah, she knows that. And she's with you all the time. She says you're walking on a really, really good path. She says since she's been gone, she said you did. She says since she's been gone though, you've been different. You've been closed in. You haven't been yourself, and then it's like there's a lot of things that are happening that you want to get better, but your sadness and depression sort of brought this on. So she wants you to stop feeling guilty about stuff. That's one thing she says. Tell her to stop the guilt. Stop the guilt. And she loves you so very, very much. And I write down everything they say to me when I'm focusing. She just wants you to start living your life as if she were there physically, because she is there spiritually. And she watches you all the time, and she tries to communicate with you by like moving stuff here or there. That's her way of letting you know that she's there, that she's with you. Is she'll move something, or something will be kind of different. Yeah, let it go. Let it go, sweetie. Just let it go. Let that be on her. Just let it be on her. You have nothing to feel guilty about, she says. Nothing. She's saying that's her own insecurities, and she wants to take it out on you because you allow her to do that to you. Just don't own it. Don't give it power. Don't. Again, she's reiterating to me, you're so beautiful inside and out. You need to believe it. You need to keep going according to what you know what is best for you, honey. She says, leave that negative crap behind. Just leave it behind. And by the way, she didn't use the word crap. So, sweetie, just tune her out. Just don't listen to her. Yeah. She says when she starts talking that junk, just tell her, I'm not owning it. I'm not owning it. And then she starts talking crazy after that. Hang up. Walk away. She just said, you know how effed up she is. Just walk away from it. That's what she wants you to do. Let's start, honey, start believing in yourself. Positive changes, honey. Positive. Look forward to good things. And stop. Like Cambo said, stop letting people define who you are. Stop. It's like your sister said, you are beautiful inside and out. Hold that beautiful head of yours up high and know you're okay. And just take those steps forward and live your life to the best of your ability in a positive manner, honey. You got this. I'm telling you. Your sister knows you do. And she just said, the next time something's moved and you're like, huh? Say thanks, Marianne.
So, Deborah, one of the ways you can get out of your own way is get out of the ego part so much. I've been really diving into this whole ego thing. I don't know why.
Would you explain it so everybody can understand?
I've got all my notes and stuff. So, ego manifests as one of the four feelings of fear, guilt, doubt, or shame. So always note your intentions or motive. Ego is the first thought which produces one of these feelings. As soon as you know this, you begin to gain more control over your actions. When you receive a warning sensation before you act and cannot heed its advice, your ego overrides it with rational thought. So ego overrides spiritual.
Okay.
What else do I have? Your ego will override anything. You know how spiritual stuff is mostly emotional?
Right.
To be, your ego will override that. Like, I can't see God, so he doesn't exist, type thing. I can't see the creator, so he doesn't exist. I can't see source, so he doesn't exist.
Or I'm the greatest medium in the world.
Anything that takes you out of the equation of being one with everything. And I know that's deep.
You know, I was having a conversation today with somebody. Oh, Wendy donated. Thank you, sweetheart. What kind of reading did you want? But we were talking about how everybody focuses on love and light. And they expect you to be love and light all the time. And the minute you show a little bit of darkness because of going, you're welcome, sweetheart, because somebody's going through something, everything changes. Why is that?
People throw that word, they throw love and light around like it's twin flame and soulmate.
I know, but it's like everybody, so many people are afraid to tap into their darkness so they can heal it. It's just surprising. Well, no, I shouldn't say it's surprising. It's life, right?
It's weird. I have to have darkness to balance out light. True.
So true, Wendy. So true. Wendy's looking for a love reading. Let's see what we can come up with.
She wants a love reading?
Yes.
Oh, dear Lord. Is this... Is this for current or potential current or see what's coming up? And I'm not being mean, really, I'm not. Potential current. Okay. Just so I can get you the right reading, my dear. I told you he'd like you. Just saying. Okay, first thing out the gate, my dear, well, on a club point, my guide's like coming in blue, kind of, sort of. be really cautious about how you speak about yourself when you're around him. Like, don't cut yourself down and even make a joke about it, because you tend to do that. So, no. Do not put yourself down and say this wasn't going to work anyway because I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. Or else your guides are going to come ape shit unglued.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing that I got yelled at to yell at you about. Just quit putting yourself down. Okay. Wendy and Mr. Wendy and Mr. Wendy and Mr. Oh yeah, he likes you.
How could he not? Uh-oh, we got a belly laugh, Wendy.
Oh my god, that's good. That's good. I needed that today.
We got an authentic belly laugh. Even grabbed his chest.
You got the kissy card on his end.
Ah.
He way digs you. Because he's also got the sun card. He tends to try to put out fires, so he's don't WTF me. Just hold your comments until the last. Yeah, he likes you. Because he also got the 9 of coins. The 9 of coins, the sanctuary card. He tries to take care of everybody, which is fine, but he tends to overdo it a little bit, which is going to set you off because you don't like anybody taking care of you, but that's one of your life lessons, and especially in this relationship, you're going to have to let somebody be nice to you and take care of you a little bit, even though that's against your code of ethics right now. You're going to have to learn to adapt that maybe somebody does really like you. Okay. Then on your end, I'm going to see what this is. It's not going to go super fast, hon, so don't think he's going to ask you to marry him tomorrow. It's going to take some time, but you can't put yourself down around him. Because number one, that's kind of a turnoff to him. And number two, it's unfair to you. You being unfair to you. All right, hold on. Okay, okay, this is the first time this has come up in a love reading. You got somebody that's passed around you. They get excited about like you being happy. And apparently you're supposed to know what that means. It's masculine energy. I'm going to say male. I don't know if it's parental or not. But somebody you definitely consider family. They're like bumping their way into this reading because Yeah, I don't know why they're bumping him. It's weird. But anyway, like shoving you forward, and you're putting on the brakes, but you aren't supposed to be doing that anymore. So whoever this is pushing you towards this relationship. Majorly pushing you towards this relationship, because I have not really ever got anybody come through in the relationship spread. You're the first. Congratulations.
Wow.
So the only way that's going to work is if you decide to let it work. Two of Wands, you have to make the decision. You have to make the conscious decision that you're worth it and that you're going to allow it to work. Because you're going to pull up stuff from the past. You're going to pull stuff up from when you were emotionally manipulated. And it's all no. Because that will really torque off whoever this is that's around you. I know you do, but when it comes to hit, then you change your tune. I know you, Wendy. I've read your chart. So stay focused, stay positive about yourself, and this is something that you have the power to make this work or not work, is what it comes down to. You have the full ability to make it either work or not work. So that is your choice. But you have to understand that if you're going to make this work, then you need to make some changes as far as how you think about yourself, what you think you deserve. I mean, not just say it, believe it. Okay?
Okay, Wendy. Your husband is saying it's okay to let it go and love again. He doesn't want you to be alone. And it's okay. It truly is okay. And, I didn't understand the cards that I laid out, because there's this one where this guy is just letting go. This is just letting go. And I couldn't understand what that meant. And then it's like the spirit is pushing you. And, and then it's like, you're just taking the blinders off, and you're just, you're letting go of past hurts and things, that you're giving yourself a different chance in regards to a relationship. For real, you've been talking about it, and your husband's saying she gives lip service about what she wants, and da, but she always feels like she's betraying me, and she's got to stop, and he's insisting stop, and it makes sense with the cards too, because you're coming out of the hermit stage in regards to a relationship. I don't mean that you're sitting hermiting, but you're hermiting in regards to a relationship. You can be running down the same path, but if you don't let go, you have to let it go so you can go down the same path, because you're not going down the same path right now, sweetheart. You're not. And then, here's the guy, and here's the world card. You got, it's there. Honey, your husband is saying you don't have to be playing it safe and easy. Just take it day by day. Don't put any expectations in it. Just let it happen, Wendy. That's what he wants. He wants you to let it happen. And he's your biggest freaking cheerleader. He's like, oh, Wendy, 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 do this. He doesn't want you alone. He's very adamant about that.
Yeah, Wendy.
He does not want you alone, and he wants you to stop feeling guilty. He wants you to stop feeling guilty about even, you feel guilty about even thinking about a relationship. And then when it starts coming close, you freak out and you run, and you need to stop because he wants you happy. Sweetie, that's up to you. That's up to you.
The ball's in your court, Wendy. I just told you can make or break this relationship. And it is a relationship. You just don't know it yet.
And hubby's saying, Wendy, you're beautiful, you're articulate, you're smart, you're loving and caring. You deserve this. He wants you happy. And he doesn't want you to feel guilty for moving on. He said, my God, how much time has passed? Stop it. Stop it, Wendy. Stop it. That's what he keeps saying. Stop it.
Yeah,
So
Wendy.
I hope that helped you, sweetheart. He's still saying stop it. Wendy, breathe. Let it happen naturally. He will.
He hasn't said anything about it because you don't want it. And then you do want it. And then you don't want it. And then you do want it. Remember our little talk that we had about the relationship? I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. Just saying.
I'm just understanding. Amen, Linda. You have a whole cheering section right here on this live, Wendy. I have a feeling if you don't, everybody's going to be coming down to your house and taking you to them. Wendy, you know how to do that. You know how to do that. Could do that. Wendy knows how to do that. We have 8 peeps.
How do I tell him I want him? You don't have to because he already wants you. You just not putting 2 and 2 together here, sweetheart.
That's why I said she knows how to do it.
He's the one that got the kissy card. You didn't.
Flip your hair and wink at him. So Cam,
Reshuffle.
no. Now she wants you to reshuffle because you say there's a man coming in her life and she should embrace him. Before, when there was no man coming in her life, she wanted you to reshuffle. Twerk it out, girl. Twerk it out. So, Cam, you remember when you told me there was a man coming into my life?
The dead one or the alive one?
The alive one.
Okay, yeah.
Is his name Eric by chance?
I have no idea.
You're supposed to know these things. You're the great Cambo. You're like Eric. You're like the lizard.
Is he fairly successful? Not overly,
Yes.
but fairly.
Yes.
Like a go-getter type. Not
Yes.
a ton of emotion with him.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's Eric. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Linda, I found this just for you because you like this kind of thing. Karma is created when your ego is controlling your actions or reaction to any situation, person, or circumstance. And if your ego is in control, it indicates that you have either consciously or unconsciously judged this situation, circumstance, or person as being wrong or bad. Ego cannot be activated unless you have made a negative judgment first.
Ooh. Ouch. That's a big ouch, Cambo.
Pretty much. I told you I was getting into this ego shit.
So anytime you think negative about anything, it's your ego kicking your ass.
Pretty much. Because spiritual is all about love. There is no.
True. True.
I don't like this one. When you have a karmic debt, you will not know when it is paid off because you are powerless over it.
Oh, that
Every time you have an experience, it will have a negative effect until the karmic debt is paid off. Then the effect of the same experience will be positive. You may not even be aware of the change or understand why it is happening. For most of us, we are just so relieved that it's over. We just take it in stride and move on, totally unaware that we have just experienced the law of karma in effect.
That's interesting.
That's some deep shit.
Everything's deep. You know what? When you really start getting into the nitty gritty of everything that we should be getting into, it is really not that deep if you get an understanding of it.
Okay, that's a little too deep. And then a false belief is that you have control over it.
Oh, absolutely. But do we really have control over anything, Cambo, except ourselves? And
You have control over nothing except for yourself.
yeah. So, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's, I don't know.
It's all about what you do. It's all of it.
Yeah, I was. You know me, Wendy. I'm always messing with something because I try to keep from having ants in my pants.
Hello, Miss Ada.
Ada is so awesome.
Oh, there's Linda's response. Hers is as deep as I. Yeah, I love her stuff though. Mm-hmm. I knew that would get you going.
Wow. You woke the knowledge beast from within again.
Mhm.
I love Deborah. She keeps saying, wow. Wow again. Wow.
Our ego wants us to believe we are good people, but doesn't know how to do this. It was developed and created out of negative judgments that were made about us when we were children, and that we eventually internalized and perpetuated about ourselves as adults. It is man and his religions that determine how we have the right and the knowledge to judge one another. God does not judge. Universal law does not mention judgment. The closest thing is universal law of karma, or the law of cause and effect. But with karma, there is no right or wrong, good or bad, just cause and effect.
That's really deep.
Yeah, if you put it into cause and effect, then you don't have a negative, positive spin to it. It is what it is. It's a cause and it's an effect.
So in other words, when you feel some empathy for somebody in a bad situation, that's not ego.
Yeah. It is your ego that says, I want what I want and I want it now. The ego exists in either the past or the future, but has no power over the present.
Could you repeat that?
It is your ego that says, I want what I want and I want it now. The ego exists in either the past or the past or the future, but has no power over the present.
Wow. That makes your clock tick, huh?
These are just defense mechanisms, and that's why defense mechanisms are all about ego. So there's defense mechanisms from ego are rationalizations, projections, introjections, identifications, isolations, sublimations, displacements, repressions, suppressions, conversions, regressions, reaction formations, denial, and fantasy.
Wow. So pretty much ego is every emotion out there that is negative.
Ego isn't even developed until you're about like 2 years old.
Oh, wow.
So you're entirely spiritual when you're born. And like all through like the age of 1 and then about 2 years old, and that's when you're actually told no and that's when you're getting told what is right, what you should believe right or wrong to be, even though it is or isn't.
That's interesting.
And I think it has to do with the lower. Linda, isn't the lower three chakras ego? Isn't that associated with ego?
I believe so.
Because the heart chakra transmutes the energy from lower vibration to higher vibration from the top three chakras. And the top three chakras are spiritual.
Right. The other ones are earth.
Okay. And then the heart one is just kind of transmutes higher frequency to lower frequency, so they all chit chat with each other. So technically, when you go to hell, you're cut off from source, so the three top chakras just quit working. And then you're just left with ego, strict ego. You have no spiritual. It's 100% ego.
That's a miserable life. So it's the root. I'm trying to think of the other two. The sacral.
And solar plexus.
Solar plexus, right. Thank you.
And then technically, the heart chakra technically is neutral, but it's considered one of the top. Scampy boy, why don't you go take a leap? Hi.
Scampy boy.
My computer is being slow. All right.
I think everybody's computers are slow.
Oh, yeah. The solar flare. It's going to be a crappy 2 more days because of solar flare. I forgot about that. Because it messes with your aura, apparently.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Brenda wants to know what we do for a reading.
Down in the ticker below, we do $20 donation. You can have the card read and the mediumship read, astrological natal chart, past life readings, or tarot from both of us. Oh, Wendy, that's just for the solar flare, hon. You've got another 20 some odd days of the rest of it.
How many days do I have for the rest of it?
this isn't. This is
Universal.
everybody's.
Ugh,
This is going to be up until April.
yuck.
And then right when April hits and it starts going down, Mercury goes into retrograde.
Nice.
I don't do health questions, Brenda. I'm sorry.
Have you noticed your brain farting lately because of these retrogrades?
Oh yeah, yeah, Deborah. It's a bunch of bull hockey. Look at some Wendy.
You're watching the read again.
Where's your Chiron at? Your first house. You got Pisces. Hold on, Wendy. I'm looking at something. Dang. Wendy, so I'm just looking at your chart, your birth chart. Uranus was in retrograde. Pluto was in retrograde. The moon's north node was in retrograde. Saturn was in retrograde. Jupiter was in retrograde. Mercury was in retrograde. And the moon's south node was in retrograde. You had some retrogrades going on. Yes, it's going to be going on for a hot minute. Let's see. Time clock. Three. Okay, so starting the 6th, it's going to get really heavy. 7th is going to be fairly heavy. 8th is going to be nasty. 9th is going to be heavy. 10th is going to be, yeah. 11th, 12th, 13th, 3, 4. Yes, that one's going to be heavy. 14th. Might calm down a little bit on the 14th, 15th, and then the 16th it goes back to hell. And then a little bit quiet on the 17th, not very much. 18th is a little quiet. And then the 19th, everything goes to hell. Then the 20th, nasty. 21st, nasty. 22nd, nasty. 23rd, little bit of relief. And then the 24th, a little bit of relief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25th, a little bit. Then it starts going down a little bit on the 27th, 28th, 29th. It'll start dying down more. 30th is even more. April 1st. April 3rd is going to pick up a little bit more. And so it'll fluctuate to the 5th because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Taurus signs and 3 Aries. Jesus. That's not even good. So yeah, right around April 9th, then I got to see when dipshit goes into retrograde. I thought it was the 9th. Where are you? Yeah, this is just going to be fun.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, this is going to be divine. So it should be until the very first part of April, it'll start dying up a bit, but learn how to ground.
He just messaged her, should she wait until respond till April?
Say, hey, baby, what's shaking?
See, if I say something out of the ordinary, it's because of the retrogrades. Why are you freaking out, girl? Just say hello.
You hit the H, and then you hit the I, and then you hit the send. See? 3 keys. Okay.
She's so funny.
Okay, I gotta figure out this. Wendy, she's gonna take a moment.
She's gonna think for a minute.
So, okay, so Mercury retrograde, the spin-up cycle starts April 7th. Friday, April 21st is when it goes into retrograde completely. And then Pluto's going into retrograde right after. Oh, I'm so going to lock myself in the basement. And then Saturn goes into retrograde. Really? Y'all hate me. Those are the 3 planets I can't stand. It's Pluto, Saturn, and Mercury. June. Wait a minute. April, May. Okay, Mercury and Saturn may not go in together. Yes, okay. That's better. So Mercury and Saturn will be retrograde to each other. Okay.
What did you do, Wendy?
She told him she wanted him. So if she logs off all of a sudden, that means he's on his way over. What's his name, Wendy? Okay, give me a booster.
What? You did not say that.
I'll find out what he's thinking about her.
She's too proper.
That's okay, Linda. I'll just bounce it off Wendy. I can bounce it off you too. Right. So what does Brian think about the text that she just sent? This is a specialty read. You should feel very special.
She didn't send that text. She's too
I'm
proper.
spying. Well,
I love it when you do that. Well, delightful.
you may have just imploded his brain. Okay, so first card out was Judgment. So the aha. Okay, you just imploded his brain. He had the aha moment. You just gave it to him. Now he has the Five of Wands reversed, which means things are going, oh shit. Really?
He hasn't seen it yet. Because she didn't send it.
No, I'm telling you what's
Hey,
going to happen.
Vashi.
This is what's going to happen with Brian.
Vashi. With your dates. Yeah, I bet you are. Don't even lie to me, girl. You know you're not. Eat a couple for me.
Yeah.
What? No, Vashi is talking about.
So now she wants to know everything that's going on. So you have just perpetually moved things moving forward. So you have officially launched the boat. So you are moving forward with this relationship. But now, here's the thing. I know, I'm just telling you what's going to happen. I'm just telling you, imploded his brain, but he's going to move forward with it. He's having the Two of Wands. He's going to have the Two of Wands moment, which means he's going to be like, yeah, pretty much. But it's going to be moving forward. And then you made him do the Two of Swords reversed. You imploded his brain, my dear.
So, Cambo, the reason that Vashi said she's sitting there with her dates is she did a reading for me and she said I should be eating dates because they're healthy.
Oh, dear.
No, he's not going to run away.
The High Priestess. The universe nudged you to do this. High Priestess. She knows all. No, you didn't. The universe told you to do it. He's not going to run away. He's moving closer to you because you got the Six of Swords moving forward. Okay, so now you have to start your little homework stuff early because you can't talk bad about yourself now.
Nope.
Because you already started the ball rolling. He just hasn't read it yet. And this is you two's Fool card. Your new beginning. But you got to take it as fast as he goes. Okay. This is going to be a new beginning for you. You're going to His head's gonna implode. Just saying.
Just saying.
It's just gonna be lost. Head implosions and thinking about things. And he's your Knight of Cups, which is like Mr. Romantic anyway. Just don't mess things up with illusion. But you didn't pull the kissy card right off the bat, so that's good. Let's see. Where my oracles.
That's right, Wendy. Just
be you. That's
Yeah.
all you gotta be. That's what's so stupid. It's so easy that it's ridiculous. You just be who you are. If he doesn't like you, then he can hit the door. But he's not gonna because he likes you.
oh. He had the kissy.
He had the kissy card. You didn't.
Thank you, Vashi.
Okay, I'm gonna even do one more. Okay, because I gotta see if it's somewhere in here. Where'd it go? Okay. Are you Whitney? Do you still live? Hold on. I'll find you. Do you still live in Asheville? Is that where you're currently living right now? Okay. Hold on, I gotta remember how to do this. Predictive.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so we're going to see 3/4/2023 at 12 a.m. to 3/4/2023 at 11:59 p.m. We'll do all your transit planets, progression planets, directional planets, and natal planets with 5 midpoints, transdenatals, declinations, and aspects. Calculate. So it's like 10:20 where you're at. Okay, so I'm going to say this happened around 10:06. So your transit ascending midhaven is square to your natal moon, so you have a sensitive nature, responding and adapting to the here and now, respective to the needs of others and environment, forming an emotional connection with others. So that happened at 10:06, which is when he messaged you right around there. And then at 10:20, your transit ascending midheaven is squared with your natal Neptune. So you're being an idealist, visionary, or dreamer, an empath, and compassion, nature, sensitivity, and respectivity. Moments of feeling unsure and self and abilities. So see, you started talking down to yourself. And you gotta quit doing that. And then 10:21. That's when you start kind of freaking restlessness, unpredictability of self and circumstances, sudden adjustments and interventions, upsetting experiences, a tendency to stress out. So the next thing that's going to happen for you is going to be at 10:58, and that you're transiting ascendant midheaven is sextile to your natal Jupiter. So you're going to live for the moment and appreciate one's good fortune, which means he's going to message back. Displaying a positive attitude and constructive approach to matters. So yeah, he's going to respond back and it's probably going to be favorable. Self-assurance, self-confidence, high expectations of self and others, optimism, valuing truth and honesty. And that will happen in about 20 minutes. Give or take.
She's gonna
Oh,
get
you're going to be all Twitter pated. Oh yeah, this is going to last for a minute. At 10:59, you're going to start having a lot of self-confidence, taking pride in personal achievements. Oh, you are so Twitter pated. Then at 11:20, I'm not going to read that, but all right. Here, I'll just put it in the chat. One copy. I think this worked. Of course it didn't.
Wendy.
I'm going to do this another way. You can't make this up. I'm just saying. Copy. This is verbatim, if it lets me.
Oh wow.
She may be getting lucky tonight.
You go, girl. She's got the lucky elephant her way too.
See, I wasn't going to read that out loud. Because you all thought I'd be making it up. I didn't know.
Your energy drink is like see-through. You're not going out tonight.
Oh, but wait, Linda, that's only at 11:20. 11:30 is a different story.
What are you looking at?
This is her chart for today. There you go, 11:30. And then you get to go to bed.
Wow.
That's going to be round 2. I'm just saying, this is just going to be a full moon kind of night.
It's almost a full moon, though. Pretty close. Oh, you are too.
3 more days for the full moon. The full worm moon.
What kind of moon is it?
It's called the full worm moon. And it will be in Virgo. The worm moon is coinciding with the Sun, Mercury, Neptune, all in romantic water sign Pisces. This is a time when we're more sensitive to emotional undercurrents and the allure of fantasies and magic. She's not leaving the house.
She's leaving the house.
Has he read it yet? You haven't checked. Oh, he will pretty soon. Did you text him or is this on Facebook? Messenger, okay. So here's what you do, Wendy. Just so he reads it, you can hit the phone button and just start to voice call him and let it ring like twice and then hang up. And then it'll show up on his screen. Just saying, it works faster. Should just be patient.
That's good.
Already.
Lots of people sitting in the cut.
YouTube. Two over YouTube.
Yeah, we are all waiting. Should I ask the pendulum if Wendy's going to get a call tonight?
Yes. That'd
Will
be
Wendy will Wendy get a call tonight? Ooh, it's a hard yes. It's a hard yes, Wendy. Let me turn it. So when are you gonna get a call tonight from Brian? I turned it around and you're getting another hard yes. Well, when do you be getting a call from Brian in the next half hour? Hard yes. Why are you upside down now? So is it raining there?
I don't think so.
It's been raining
Pretty
off
warm
and on.
today.
Well, we made it up to 43 degrees. And then it turned gloomy.
Oh, my dear. I gotta go eat.
You know what? You said that yesterday, and I went to Quick Trip and damn near bought out the frickin' store.
Just keep busy.
Oh, guys, it looks like we're going. Love you too, Wendy.
We want details
Yes, most stuff.
about your little encounter.
So thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful Saturday evening. Love you all. And see you later.
Bye.
Mwah.